Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Jay. I wanted to talk a little bit about the pay per view last night, AEW All Out. Um, that was the debut of CM Punk in the company. I made a video a couple of weeks ago on my channel about CM Punk's debut at AEW Rampage and how great it was and how much I felt they blew the roof off the place with the ovation and all the accolades and all the attention they were getting from the wrestling community, and also made a video on NXT's downfall and what I felt happened to NXT over the years and how NXT degenerated, if you will, over the years. You know, by not pushing a lot of talent, and also by coming on TV, and then of course having it having the writing duties be co-opted by people that write the main roster, like Bruce Pritchard and Vince McMahon. Well, AEW had their first show in what I call the post CM Punk era, um, All Out, and it was tremendous. I felt like they really turned a corner at this time, kind of like WCW at Bash at the Beach '96. Sure, sure, WCW at before Bash at the Beach '96 was doing really well with Nitro and generating a lot of buzz. But after Bash at the Beach 1996 was when they really started getting the ball rolling with the NWO angle, and they really went, which was what enabled them to really start beating WWE in the ratings for a number of years. And what this show really was that, in my opinion, for AEW. CM Punk's debut, I felt it was mediocre. It was his first match back in 7 years, so he did better than expected. But I feel like Darby Allin should have kind of went over, because the point is to use CM Punk and to use the more established talent to put the spotlight on your guys, not necessarily to keep pushing ex WWE guys. And if this was the night for ex WWE guys, this was the night for ex WWE guys, because not only did um, CM Punk wrestle again for the first time in 7 years, but Brian Danielson, the American Dragon, aka Daniel Bryan as he was known in WWE, also made his debut. It was at the end of the main event. It was the end of the AEW title match with Kenny Omega and Christian Cage, and he came out and he made his debut, and the place just lost it. And also another person that made their debut, this night was Adam Cole, baby. Yes, Adam Cole, fresh off NXT TV, really symbolic of the kind of shift in loyalties from NXT, in the minds of the hardcore fan base, from NXT to AEW. And with Adam Cole, Daniel Bryan, and CM Punk all debuting in the same night, it was just a massive overload for fans. Um, it was a lot of big names. Hey, Lisa, how's it going? And there was a lot of big names that appeared on the show, names that people would know from the past, like Paul White was on the show, Christian Cage was on the show, of course CM Punk was on the show, and then Daniel Bryan and Adam Cole. But of all the ones they got, even better than Bryan Danielson and better than CM Punk was Adam Cole, because fans were online complaining that Adam Cole left NXT, that it was the end of an era for NXT. They were on here. I was too. When I made the video about Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard taking over NXT, I said that the hardcore fans, the Devoted wrestling fans are now going to start leaving NXT in droves to go to AEW. And Adam Cole's defection to AEW is symbolic of that. Sure, other wrestlers have already left WWE that were mainstays in um I mean I've already left WWE that were mainstays in WWE and that went over to AEW like Malachi Black, Andrade, and even Dean Ambrose, aka John Moxley. But Adam Cole was a part of NXT. Adam Cole, all of last year, 2020, in the feud with Pat McAfee, even garnered mainstream appeal. He was the heart and the soul of NXT. When he left NXT, that was it for NXT. That was the heart and soul of NXT, which itself was the heart and soul of WWE, being taken out of WWE and put into the chest of AEW. AEW has now surpassed the WWE in the minds of the hardcore wrestling fans. They are now putting their foot in the sand. They are now establishing themselves as the dominant professional wrestling brand in North America, at least. Maybe not on the level to compete with, say, a New Japan Pro Wrestling on an international level. Probably New Japan Pro Wrestling, I'm not sure because I don't watch New Japan Pro Wrestling. Is probably a better international rival for WWE. But in terms of North America, in terms of the United States and Canada, AEW is here to stay, and this was them. This was doing them planting their foot, planting their flag in the soil, saying, "I'm here and I'm not going anywhere. I'm ready to compete, and I'm ready to take the fight to Vince McMahon and to the WWE like Eric Bischoff did in the 90s and possibly beat the WWE at its own game because WWE right now is very weak. It's full of internal strife. Competing ideologies between Vince McMahon and Triple H. Competing um, directions. Vince McMahon wanting to take it back to an old school mentality, while Triple H wants to progress it in a newer direction. Vince McMahon wanting to take it into a sports entertainment um, arena, whereas Triple H wants to do more traditional pro wrestling. So it'll be interesting to see where it goes from here. But I'm glad to see both Adam Cole and Bryan Danielson in AEW, and I look forward to seeing what's going to happen in the future as AEW, Impact, and all these other promotions work together. And once again, Kenny Omega is your new once again your AEW champion. And I think they're going to go with Adam Cole versus Kenny Omega, which is a smart move to make. Peace. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Love you.